Henry.
Love them or hate them, taxis are a part of everyone's life, one way or another. But with Uber entering the market, there's now an abundance of taxis, particularly in the capital, which has seen growing competition, a shortage in taxi stands and bust-ups with parking wardens. So, is the industry out of control in New Zealand? The Executive Director of the Taxi Federation, Roger Heale, joins me now. Roger, good morning to you. Thank you very much for joining us. Is it out of control? Is there a crisis in the taxi industry in New Zealand?
I think it depends on where you're looking. There are two tiers within the industry, and certainly there's one area that is really struggling.
You know, the interesting thing is this eats at the heart of that argument that, just leave it to the market and the market will sort everything out. Deregulation took place many years ago in New Zealand now in the taxi industry. Used to be very hard to get in. Now the entrance into the taxi industry is very, very straightforward and quite cheap. But the free market doesn't seem to have worked. We have a situation in Wellington, let's talk about it, 1,400 taxis. There are people who just can't get enough work. They're working 70 hours a week just to make ends meet. One of them is saying that he racks up about $12,000 a year in parking fines. What is going to sort this out? Is anything short of regulation going to sort it out?
Not sure. I mean, as you highlighted, the market forces are what this government and many others have determined is what we need. The economies of pricing hasn't worked. That's quite clear. And we have a excessive number of taxis during off-peak times.
You have the situation there where you would imagine that prices were going down, and you touched on prices just now. We have some of the most expensive cab fares in the world. You're talking to us now from Christchurch, where per kilometre it's $4.50, which is right up there, top of the world in terms of prices for taxis. Why has that not worked? If we've got more taxis, why have the fares not come down?
Okay, well, the study you talk about was flawed because it included the airport charges, but it still doesn't take away from the fact that, on a per kilometre basis, we are quite expensive. But the value package is far better than many other countries in the world. You're always going to get into a clean car, well-groomed driver, knowledgeable,
I'm not so sure about any of those
things.
I'm not so sure about that. When was the last time you got in a taxi in Auckland?
Well, I use Co-op, and I've always found them to be extremely good. So, obviously, again, we're talking about the dichotomy in the industry. There are a lot of people there who don't have those values. And
you can still sit on a sticky seat in a Co-op cab. I'm sorry, but you can. You can still sort of have to peel yourself off the seat when you get out.
Well, make a complaint, and something will be done about it. That's one of the things that we can guarantee you.
All right, what is going to fix the situation? Because Uber are coming in, I mentioned them at the beginning, and this is going to cause more problems for an industry that is already stretched. As I said before, you've got taxi drivers working upwards of 70 hours a week, which cannot be good just to make enough money to survive.
No, it isn't. And the situation is, as you have alluded to, only going to get worse. A lot of these drivers have actually been tempted into coming into the industry because of the arrival of Uber and the promises that they've made. It's widely known that you can't live off Uber money. And so the next default system is to enter into a budget taxi company and you live off Hail work. And that's why the stands are clogged. And it is not easy. There are too many people. Hail work is not really something that works in New Zealand. And the situation, as I said, is only going to get worse. Okay,
so, well, you're part of you're the Executive Director of the New Zealand Taxi Federation. Do you have any ideas? Because, again, let's talk Hail work, because the situation they have in Wellington now is none of the taxi ranks are big enough, because there are so many cars out there looking for work, so they are now parking illegally, they're having rows with taxi wardens, they're picking up huge fines.
Well, we are trying to engage with local councils. We firmly believe that taxis should be part of the public transport solution and not viewed as a necessary evil. That's a philosophy which we are struggling to get through, and that would in fact, aid some of these people to get off the ranks and find work in the off-peak hours.
All right. Just very quickly, do we need to go back to more regulation? Would you be supportive of regulation being introduced to keep some of these people out of the market?
Some, but not a lot. I mean, there definitely is a requirement, and with new players coming into the market when you don't really know what their background is, obviously there is cause for concern. But the market does tend to work okay.
It's funny though, isn't it? And thank you very much for joining us, Roger Heale, there, New Zealand Taxi Federation Executive Director.